My name is Keisha Lee. All my life I've been on a search for purpose. Once I found it, it became my mission to find others who feel that they are living their purpose in life in hopes to encourage others to do the same. This is Purpose TV. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello everybody, this is Keisha Lee with Purpose TV. I am here with my girl, Moni V. I am so honored to have her here.
Oh okay. Gosh.
You are the bomb.
Thank you.
I have been following you for I think like 2 years now at least. Mm-hmm. And I just am fascinated by all of your posts and everything that you do, and you just really draw people. Well, I can't say people, I say me. You just drew me right on in. And I was just like, I just really want to meet her one day. And then I finally had an opportunity to do that. And you are just amazing in person as you were online. And I was like, okay, I gotta have her on the show. I wish I could show you my list of people. You were like number 2.
Really?
And I made this list a year ago.
Oh wow, that's so amazing.
So I was like, I need to go ahead and have her on the show. I'm glad that I'm here and that you're here, and let's go. Okay, all right.
So super glad to be here. I too am honored to be amongst the famous Keisha Lee. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Thank you.
I love it.
I appreciate it. All right. Well, of course, you know, this is Purpose TV. Mm-hmm. I felt like that you were definitely a person that was living their purpose in life. That's why I had to have you on the show. I definitely believe that you are an encouragement, especially to Black women. Okay. Everybody may not know who Moni B is.
Oh, what? No.
Really? Like, what?
I know.
For the internationals that may not know you yet, please tell everyone, who is Moni B?
Well, hello. No, I'm just
Hello.
I am Moni Brody, I think affectionately known as Moni B. Mm-hmm. I am just a woman who is just, I don't even know how to describe myself. I am authentic. Uh-huh. I am extremely transparent. I get joy out of seeing other people live just a life that is unapologetic, that is true to who they are. Yes. I get so much joy out of that. So I'm a mom. I'm just me. I'm just Moni B. I don't quite, people ask that question sometimes. I'm always like, I don't quite know. I'm me. And I'm a different version of me to different people. For some people, I'm an encourager. For others, I am a pusher. For others, it depends. So I can be, we all have more than just what the surface tells people.
Absolutely.
We are very complicated people. All of us are. So I pull out that side to serve whomever it is that I need to speak with, or whoever needs me to be, whatever. The only thing that I am not, and I will tell you that, is I am not very good at pity parties, and I am not very good at doing stuff like that. Yeah. I will show up for the first few minutes of your pity party, but after that I'm all about, okay, what's next? Yeah. Because you have to move on from there. So dude, that's me. I don't think that was a very good answer at all.
No, I think that's great. No. I feel like a lot of people think that there needs to be a very complex answer to that question anyway, when you just simply being who you are. So
I'm being me. I'm full of love. I love people. Love helping people. Yeah. Love pushing people. Love to see people break out of their box. Yeah. I get so excited when people say I'm doing something new that I wasn't. Yes. I love it. So yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Okay. What do you do? And I know it's more than one thing.
Yeah.
So just let everyone know what it is that you do.
Well, I would first say that I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have several streams of income, and I think that we all should. But outside of that, I am an author. I am a speaker, and I am a business strategist. So that's kind of what I do professionally. But more than that, I am someone who helps to push people outside of the box that many times we create for ourselves.
Right.
So whether that be in business, whether that be personally, professionally, in your 9-to-5 job, I will push you into greatness. That's kind of what I do.
Now, when I first found out about Moni, it was online. It was a makeup line, and I didn't know a lot of details, but it just seemed like really dope. I was like, it's a black woman that has like her own line. That's dope. And then I saw an announcement that you were retiring from that. Okay, so I want you to clarify, because I think people don't know. Yeah, so clarify that. You were a makeup artist?
So I am from New York. Now, if you are a New Yorker, you have to tell people that you are from New York.
Yes.
So I'm from New York. And I started as a professional makeup artist in New York, in my hometown. So then I moved to North Carolina, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I started doing makeup here and then decided to do something else. Now, when I first started as a makeup artist 20 plus years ago, there weren't that many out there. Well, as you know, as a photographer and videographer and all that you do, everyone's an MUA. So I just kind of made a decision after 20 some odd years in the industry to retire. Okay. Now, here's where the confusion was. I retired as a makeup artist. I did not stop my cosmetics line, Moni B Cosmetics, which a lot of people first came to know me for.
Right.
So I still have the cosmetics line. I just don't do professional makeup artistry anymore.
Okay.
So I retired from that in 2017 as an OG. And I just decided to do something else. So that's kind of how I moved into what I'm doing now.
Let me go into this, a little bit of a sidebar. There's a lot of people, when I first kind of, you're growing up, you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, right? Some people say to you, so, okay, you pick this one thing and you do that till you die or retire or whatever. Can you kind of let us know about the evolution of a person?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, it wasn't until I was like, I think in my late 20s when something just popped, because it was a lot of things I wanted to do. And I was like, and I ended up doing none of them for a long time because I felt like I had to choose one. Yeah. And then something came to me all of a sudden. It's like, says who? You may not be able to do all of them at one time.
Right.
But who says you can't do all of them?
Right.
And it just came to me out of the blue. I didn't hear anybody say it. It just popped in my head. So I'm glad that you said that. Kind of touch on that, if you don't mind, how the evolution was. Like, was there a moment that you're like, okay, I want to do something else? Or was it something in you that just like, I am just really leaning now towards this other thing?
So here's my belief. When you are living, not even an unapologetic life, but when you are just living, you evolve as a person. I mean, you just do. Your experiences, your crew, your tribe, all of those things. Jobs that you have, you get exposed to different things. I mean, you evolve, and we are supposed to be forever students. Well, as a lifetime student, you will find that as you learn new things, it leads you to something else, which leads you to something else, which leads you then to something else. And who told people that they have to be married to one thing for the rest of their lives? I do not believe that. I think that we are supposed to do more than one thing. So it makes you a well-rounded person to do more than one thing. It lends to very colorful conversations when you can speak about more than one topic.
Exactly.
So I am a believer that, and I just actually posted about this yesterday on my Facebook page. Stop trying to find your purpose and just live. Your purpose will find you if you live. Just live. You don't need your purpose to be kind, to be caring, to be giving, to be any of those things. And eventually you will find your purpose. If someone had told me that I would be doing what I'm doing now when I was beating faces as a makeup artist, I'd be like, no way. But I just continue to live and explore and evolve, and that's how I got here. So when people say, well, Moni, did you do this? I mean, I do have a degree in business, but even then, I wasn't doing what I'm doing now. Back then, I was doing makeup with a business degree. So, I mean, you will find your purpose. Your purpose will find you. You will meet eventually, but just live. People spend time and energy, tears. I don't know my purpose. Just live.
Honestly, I think a lot of people do forget that process. Now, I know that, of course, again, this is Purpose TV, so we do hone in on people finding their purpose, but I think people do, whenever they do make a decision that they are going to live their purpose or find out what it is or just start that journey, I think a lot of people do feel like, okay, now I gotta do it again.
Right.
And then there's like this contrast that kind of happens, and you just like kind of stressing out over it. Like, nah, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, be easy. So I'm so glad that you pointed that out. Do you feel like what you do now is your purpose, or at least one of them?
Yeah, I do. Again, helping people to find their better self, the better version of themselves, and just living. I really believe that I am called to push people into purpose, into greatness. I feel that I am called to do that. And I do it every day. I just spoke with someone today. I have phone calls that people can schedule. Free 15-minute phone calls, and we just get on the phone and we just chat. And during that 15 minutes, and not, of course, it's not about me patting myself on the back, but it's just about me being very purposeful when I'm on the phone call and very intentional about what it is that I'm saying. And I never tell people, oh, your dream is too big. Oh, that's crazy. But what I do, because of my purpose, is to help people to see the whole picture, not just that small thing that they hone in on. So I feel that that's what I do. I think I do it very well because I'm intentional, because I'm prayerful about it, because all of those things, before I get on a phone call, before I host a class, before I pray about it. I'm very intentional, because my goal is not so that everyone knows who Moni B is. My goal is to be effective. I want people to walk in the room and to be different than when they came in the room, to get what they wanted when they came in the room. We don't book our time with people just cause, we do it with intention. So I want to be very clear in making certain that I, again, am prayerful and intentional about making certain that I serve my role. And I can only do that when I am clear about what my purpose is.
Gotcha. Of course, there's a textbook definition of what purpose is, but what does purpose mean to you?
To me, purpose means that thing that is outside of yourself that you give to other people. So it's not about you receiving. It's not about what people say about you that's so great and all these things. It's about what you give to the world, to other people, and then to do it in such a way that makes a difference, that's effective. So to me, that's what purpose is. I know that's not textbook at all, but that's to me what purpose is. And here's the other thing. I think that sometimes people miss their purpose because they are looking for it about them. And it's not about you. It's not about you at all. It's about other people. So if you're constantly looking for it to fulfill only you, then it's not going to ever be found if that's kind of how you're looking at it. Now, should your purpose make you happy? Absolutely, it should. However, your happiness is not what it's about. It's about someone else. So when you can think of things that are outside of yourself, feeding the homeless or just whatever it is, and then it also makes you happy, well, purpose. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's really good.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah, that's good. That was pretty good. I hope you saying aha moment.
Yeah.
I'm learning over here.
I know, me too.
It's amazing. Though, like sometimes when you start talking, you are amazed at what comes out of you.
You are.
Especially when you're allowing and it's flowing out of you.
Right. But it's within you. You can't say anything that's not already within you. So it's there. We don't always have the opportunity to articulate these things. So yeah.
Wow. your biggest influences?
Oh, that's easy. My parents. My parents, both are deceased, but my parents are certainly my biggest influences. My dad was an amazing man. My mom was an amazing woman. And why they're my biggest influences is because outside of the kind of sitting down with me and telling me the way that I should go because they were mom and dad, they showed me what a good man was, what a good woman was, what a good person was, what it looked like to give to people. Wow. So they showed me that. So that, oh yeah, my biggest influences are always my mom and dad. Whenever I, write a book or just whatever it is, I'm always acknowledging them, not just because they were my mom and dad, but because they were amazing examples. They were not perfect and never pretended to be. And it wasn't just something that I saw. There are people, my mom passed away in 2013 when, of course, Facebook was a thing. So people still come onto her page and, say how much they miss her. I mean, they were loved by people outside of me, people that still think about them every day. So they left a legacy for sure. So they are certainly huge. They are the only influence, and anything other than them is great. Amazing people, celebs, all those things. But the foundation of the biggest influences for me are definitely my parents.
That's beautiful. The next question isn't about your products, but you mentioned books. So can we talk about your books? How many do you have?
I have 3, but I have 2 that are out there for sale right now.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So my first book is How to Create Your Own Beauty Brand. So here's a little sidebar, a little nugget to tell people. Whatever you know how to do when you are within any industry, one way to create an additional stream of income is to write about it. So that's what I did. So outside of being a makeup artist, I had a cosmetics line. So I was a makeup artist. I had a cosmetics line. I taught people how to do their own makeup in group and one-on-one sessions. I wrote a book about it and had a cosmetics line. So I had more than one stream of income, and I think I said that right, but I had more than one stream of income from something that I love to do. So viewers, think about that. Stop trying to, you don't always have to do, and I had a t-shirt line too as a cosmetic artist. So or as a makeup artist. So you don't always have to find things outside of yourself. You can create multiple streams of income from one thing. So just a little side piece.
Good. Very good.
I forgot what I was talking about. So.
Your books.
My books. So How to Create Your Own Beauty Brand, where I helped other people to do what I did with Moni Cosmetics to create their own beauty brand. And then my second book was Glow Be Fabulous. And that was based off of a brand that I had at the time, which was Glow Be Fabulous, which was helping women to discover confidence and live unapologetically and all that. And then there is my current project. It's actually a planner, and it's called The Big Push, the 90-day goal setting planner, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. Outside of, no matter your industry, no matter what it is that you do, it's important to set goals in order to get things done. So that's what that is all about. So and I'm working on a 4th book, which will actually be stories that I'm telling about my life and all that stuff.
Nice.
So I'm working on that. Don't have a title, don't have a working title or any of that, but just writing more about me, kind of what brought me to where it is that I am now. So yeah.
I need to get that planner. Now look,
Yes.
we're gonna make
Oh,
sure
you didn't
that
get a planner
I
at the,
didn't. No,
girl. We'll make sure you get one.
I didn't get a planner,
Yes.
but I do want one. And now
Okay.
they can't get it online, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll make sure that we go over all the ways that we can contact Moni B
Okay.
at the end. Definitely. What is the best advice you ever got?
Be you, because everyone else is taken. Be you. Just be you.
I like that.
No one can be you better than you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I was told that by a mentor that I had a while ago. And I was like, oh, there's no competition because you're being you. Who can be Keisha better than Keisha? So yeah, that was some of the best advice that I was ever given, and it's advice that I still follow to today, advice that I tell other people. Everyone else is taken, so might as well be you.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I might have to take that one.
Okay.
Also, what are the 3 things you can't live without?
God.
Absolutely.
Pineapple juice. I love pineapple juice.
Really?
I love pineapple juice.
Oh,
I
no.
know. And my son. My son, my right hand. That's my. Yeah. He drives me crazy, but our kids do. But
Of course.
they're supposed to. I think they're designed to do that. But he still, couldn't live without him.
Okay. What do you want to be
I'm like-
remembered for? Isn't that a loaded one? I heard somebody
It
else ask that, and
is.
I was like, oh my God, that's good. I'm going to start asking my guests.
Well, I think number one of that is I just want to be remembered. I just want someone to have one day when I'm not here anymore and say, oh, you remember when Moni's and just to be remembered is a good thing because everyone's not.
Yeah.
Everyone's not. So just being remembered is good. But what do I want to be remembered for? I want someone to say, you know what? Because of Moni and her pushing me to live my best life, I'm here now and I'm happy. And that's good.
I do want to talk about your the goals, money, growth, business retreat. Yes, tell us about that.
So people always ask me to mentor them or to give them business advice or just to connect with them on some kind of level to help them, to help guide them. And because I can't do that for everyone, I mean, I would love to, but I don't have that kind of time.
Right.
So I created opportunities for people to connect and learn with me. So there's actually, and I'll share my website address, but all this information is on the Learn with Moni tab on my website. But there are 3 opportunities that I have right now that people can work with me in more group settings. The first is my goal setting masterclass. And you were at the Raleigh one, and that is a 6-city tour and they're free, so it's free. And I am speaking about goal setting and how important that is to your business, to your career, to your life. We have to have goals. We have to aspire to do something.
Yeah.
So I am doing that, and my planner is for sale at each location. Raleigh, Greensboro is next week. Rocky Mount, Wilson, Charlotte, and Charleston, South Carolina is where I am with the Goal Setting Masterclass. And again, they're all free. I also have the New Entrepreneur Academy.
Okay.
That starts on May 6th. I'm really excited about that. I just dropped that yesterday. And that is for new and aspiring business owners. It is a 6-week program that they get they get written materials, they get workbooks, they get all that stuff to help them to answer questions because so many people are waiting for mentors to help them, to guide them, and they don't always get that. So this is for those people who do not have a mentor, for those people who just need some help and some guidance on some very general discussion. And again, it's a 6-week program, so I'm very excited about that. And then there is the Goals, Money, and Growth Business Retreat, and that is in June. That's for 15 attendees. Everything I do now, I'm realizing that having a smaller group is just more focused. It's more intentional. It's a better opportunity for people to answer questions and ask questions and just all that stuff. And that is June 28th through the 30th in Raleigh, North Carolina. And that is going to be a more advanced opportunity. So people who already have businesses and they just need to kind of, take it to the next level. So we're going to talk about things like automation, so that you are not the person sitting back answering every inquiry you get about your service. Talking about social media and how to build your quality versus quantity on that. So we'll talk about all that stuff. Nice. So so those are opportunities to kind of learn with Moni, to take advantage of my 20 plus years as a makeup artist, my 7 years now I think as a full-time entrepreneur, and also I worked in corporate America for 25 years. I worked for Marie Claire magazine. I worked for Outdoor Life magazine. I worked for several publications. Magazine publishing is actually my background. So I did that for many years. So I have been in the room with billionaires. I've been in the room with millionaires, and I have absorbed all of that knowledge. And that's what a lot of people don't do. They just step out and just start a business. They don't absorb. They don't glean from people. So this is the opportunity to do that. Not that I'm so great, but I do. I'm all right.
You're
I'm
awesome.
pretty good.
You are awesome.
And I have a desire for people to get this so that they can be successful. Stop closing businesses. Stop giving up on your dream because it didn't quite go the way that you wanted because you weren't prepared. So let's do that. Let's do the work.
Please tell us how to get in contact with you, please.
So my website, themonib.com. TheMon as in Nancy I, the letter B.com. You can find numbers, my classes. You can email me through there. Nice. And I am on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as the Moni B. B-E-E. So B-E-E. Okay. B-E-E on social media without the EE.com for my website.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's how you can connect with me. But you can also just go to my website and it'll connect you to my social media platforms. But perfect. Yeah, and I didn't say this, but I offer strategy programs. So that's kind of what I do on a day-to-day basis, where people can sign up with me to work with me 6, 9, and 12-week programs, and together we create your plan of execution. I have several clients that I'm working with, doing everything from hair care stuff to developing hospital centers. I mean, just a bunch of stuff. Wow. But I help with the figuring out how to do all these things. A lot of us we have the big picture, but the small picture we don't think about. So I help you to think about the small pieces and figure out how, the ultimate how. It's kind of what I do.
Most people need that.
Oh yeah. People don't think about the how. It's like, I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, how? And then they'll tell me something. I'll say, okay, well, how are you going to do that? Okay, well, how are you going to do that? So I'm constantly asking that question because, again, I want you to be successful, but we have to realize that work needs to go into it in order to make it successful. Exactly. So I am that person. I get on many clients' nerves. They will tell, Moni, no. But at the end of it, did you die? You didn't die, and you did it. So that's what I'm about, results and being effective.
Okay, everybody, the Moni B. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys, check her out on the website. I know I've been to one of her workshops. She is amazing. She made me come back and really think about a lot of the hows on how I was going to do everything. And I've actually implemented those and put them into place. So she is the bomb. She is worth it. Trust me. Okay, for real. Today's music video feature, Son of Marvin, a music short by Chad Taylor.
At birth, the prayers of the anointed were poured over my crib. Oil dripped off my forehead onto my beard. Seeds planted for times ahead. My aroma was innocent. If only they could loan me their prayers forever.
Baby, meet me outside. Baby, meet me outside. I don't wanna wait all night. Baby, meet me outside. Baby, meet me outside. Baby, meet me outside. I don't wanna wait all night. Baby, meet me outside.
I'm confused. I received prayers for you to run a long race. Not alone. Amongst the monsters away from your help. Every step enticed to take on their path. You depend on man more and me less. Unprepared for what's to come. Illiterate to the signs, not a clue in sight. Lost. blind as window screens. At first I covered your ignorance with grace, chalked up your stomachs to the fact you was just learning to walk. But I couldn't ignore when you chose to remove that garland and chain that adorned your neck when born, and barely a speck in the eye. I speculated word became forgotten once I saw your limbs rotting. Action started to follow feelings, verbs turned self-flesh. You changed the protocol to exchange wisdom for the fruit of schemes, releasing what was once bound in my name and letting it run wild in your garden, with no armor guarding you against the devil and his wiles.
Where you running, my son? Come home, my son. I set myself for you. Where you running, my son? Come home, my son. I set myself for you.
Wanted myself for a bargain, my garden became a target. Told him I'm the son of Marvin, he a man of God. You gave your order, sent through him, calling with tears falling. Time I get to marching. He wanted myself for a bargain, my garden became a target. Told him I'm the son of Marvin, he a man of God. You gave your order, sent through him, calling with tears falling. Time I get to marching. To be honest, I was really never had peace without you, 'cause I could only be a piece of myself outside you. I know this now. I'm pretty sure the ones around me noticed then. I could follow the trend and blame them for my sins, or follow a friend within and see how I got myself here. Deaf, blind, and dumb with breadcrumbs that I follow, with spirits that I released that came to have me swallow. A shadow of my flesh, turning my faith hollow. How low did I have to go to find a rock at the bottom? Retreats and closets, intimacy with Elohim, a step to help me see. Figuring how to care for my garden perched under the fig tree. Remove walls that kept us apart. Retrieve my garland and chain and loose myself from these chains. Man within was broken, believe what's been spoken. Destroy every yoke, choke out the enemy. Only God and the enemy. Stand on the word to bring me back to life.
Where you running, my son? Come home, my son. I set myself for you. Where you running, my son? Come home, my son. I set myself for you.
Wanted myself for a bargain, my garden became a target. Told him I'm the son of Marvin, he a man of God. You gave your order, sent through him, calling with tears falling. Time I get to marching. Wanted myself for a bargain, my garden became a target. Told him I'm the son of Marvin, he a man of God. You gave your order, sent through him, calling with tears falling. Time I get to marching.
All right, everybody, that's the show. Stay tuned for the next show, and always, always, always find and live your purpose. All right, next time. Bye, guys.